So I ordered Momoiro No Hime from the Junie Moon website earlier this summer after I applied for the lottery, and luckily I won it. She's my happy summer girl and actually my first anniversary doll. I've been collecting Blythe since around 2010. I learned about Blythe in 2008, but it took me 2 years to actually order one. So I'm really excited about having anniversary girl. You can see that her box here has a little bit of an iridescence, almost like a holographic type of film on it. You can see how it changes from pink to like kind of like a green. See how that green shows up there? The box is very beautiful. It has flower and little bunny motifs, and then around the edges you can see this gingham type of ribbon that goes all the way across. There are fun little flower with polka dot doilies on the side. There's kind of like a whole view of the box. You can see my bookshelves back here. But let me tell you her little story on the back of the box. Okay, so here's her little story on the back. Of course, it's in Japanese. I can read a little bit of hiragana and katakana. So this word right here says princess, princessu, and that is Momo. So she's Momoiro no Hime. Hime is princess. Momo means peach, but Momoiro means the color of a peach, and in Japan a lot of the peaches are actually white peaches that have more of a pink tinge, and so she is the princess that is the color of a peach, which is pink. So that's really fun. You can see right here this word Lolita, that is where it says Lolita. So she is wearing a kimono that is actually both modern and Lolita inspired by the designer Chimachoco that has actually made a lot of kimonos and yukata for Blythe. So I'll talk more about her later. But the rest of this translation here, let me show you one kanji. This right here is maho, and that means magic. And this one right here is kokoro, and that means kind of your heart, your feelings, and your heartfelt feelings. So basically this particular story here says that I am pink princess Momo, and my style is a modern mix of elegance and Lolita cuteness, and for my next afternoon tea my kimono will be a soft pink covered with lots of frills. And this is where it says frills. It says furiru, so that's frills, creating a sweet look, and I'm going to capture everyone's heart with a little magic. So that is a very cute story. Okay, so here is the top of her box, again with more of those doilies, and I've already cut the tape with my trusty X-Acto knife so that we don't rip anything. And on the inside you can see here is her beautiful stand decoration, again with these lovely flower motifs. Alright, now here she is, out of her box, but still inside with all of her accessories. This was the part that was really bothering me, that her hair was in her face. I guess we'll have to wait until we can get this off to get those out of her eyelashes. Okay, so let's document what is in the box and where it is. This helps me know where everything was for the future if for some reason I need to make a little cash and sell my doll, but I haven't had to do that, fortunately. So here is where her stand is. Her shoes, her bunny bag, her caplet, her bunny hair decoration. This was her floral headpiece, and here she is in the middle. Okay, we're going to turn her around and start removing all of this tape from the back, and we'll see you in a little bit. One place to be really careful with is where the box is holding the pull ring, and I like to take an X-Acto knife and cut right around the edge of that cardboard piece, and then that way it doesn't rip and I don't accidentally cut the cord. There's actually another Blythe doll that came out that's very similar to Momoiro No Hime, and that was B2 Holic, and she also had a Hime haircut, but she was dressed in more of a dark colored kimono that was more like a scarlet maroon red, but her hair was tied back a little bit better, and so she looked better in the box. So that's an example of another Blythe doll that had a Hime haircut that was not packaged this way. But I think once we get her out, she's gonna look a lot better. Hey, let's go through her accessories. So here's her stand. You can see Blythe there. One thing that I noticed that's different is that the pole is actually a golden color and not the traditional silver. So that's something special. And I think this is actually a hip stand instead of a waist one. Here is her little bunny ear decoration. There's glitter, and it comes with a little comb and these little chained pom-poms that are actually like tulle-like fabric. Here's her bunny bag. It's kind of an amorphous bunny, but it does have in the back a tiny little bead, and there is a pouch with a yellow lining, little pearlescent bead there. I don't know if this is supposed to go there. No, that's just an extra loop from when they tied it on. So there's a bunny bag. Here's her little collar caplet. It has frilly edges, and then one thing that's neat, I can't do it with one hand, but it actually has one of those loop-like clasps instead of Velcro. And I thought that that is awesome, because most of the doll clothing that comes out nowadays that's not handmade has Velcro as the closure. White knee socks. It would have been fun if she had Tobby socks, but she doesn't have geta slippers. Instead, she has these kind of summery espadrille type of shoes, and these have a right and a left, so the buckles are actually on the opposite sides, which is a nice detail. And then here's her little head decoration. It's got little molded flowers, pearls, this glittery heart, and then 2 ribbons on each side, pink, light pink and a dark pink, and then a long string with little pom-poms. So those are her accessories. I'm starting to have a little bit of bad lighting. It's the afternoon, but we're just going to continue with the video. You can see her kimono here. It is a nice pink crepe. So you can see there's some texture to it, and it has very large peonies or chrysanthemums on there. There are also some little bunny motifs. It's very, very nice fabric. Her sleeves have these ruffles, or like it says on the box, frills. There's this little bunny on her obi, along with some charms, flowers, and they kind of look like Japanese candy. These ones especially. Little ame candy that adds to sweetness. Cute little bows right there. Again, another like frill here on the obi. Oh, the sun just came back. And you can see here her face has a lovely kind of slight pink blush right under the eye that's very popular nowadays, and her lips are a pink, but they have blurred edges. I'm trying to see if mine have been done evenly. Some people said that they felt that it was to one side, but I can't really tell if it's, I think it looks fine to me. Okay. Oh, let's look at her back. Her back has a fun, the obi has a big bow on the back, and the lower parts of the bow have 3 pom-poms in the tulle. You can see she's got some ruffles here in the back, along with ruffles on her sleeves. So should we let her hair be free? Okay, let's take a look. So here's the kimono without her in it. You can see here, it says Good Smile Company Blythe, and the little collar is sewn onto the top, and that way you won't lose it. And if you ever forget how to put it back on, you just do the snaps, and then you'll do, you know, the kimono itself the exact same way. It's also lined with this kind of pearlescent, shiny polyester fabric, and you can see it's nicely detailed here at the bottom. You don't see any stitches, so that's awesome. Okay, let's get her dressed. Here she is, all dressed up in her kimono. There's her cute little bunny bag, her little light turquoise shoes, her head decoration. Okay, let's do her eye chip changes. I've heard from some people that this particular doll may have had some eye mechanism issues, but hopefully I won't have that. Let's see. Green. I'm not a big fan of these, and I probably will change them out. I just need to get some eye chips that I like. Okay, I'm trying to do this with one hand, so the lovely blue with the dark blue pupil. That's different than most other Blythes that have a black pupil, but this is actually a dark blue. So blue. Try to do this with one hand, so there's not really anything wrong. And these light brown, these are actually really lovely also. And then we'll go back to gray. there is her eye chips. I did get some hair fallout from her. Haven't actually brushed any of her hair yet. There is a little bit of an oily kind of sheen to it, but I think that's gonna keep her hair laying flat, keep her bangs like in good condition. And so I'm probably not gonna actually give her a hair spa, which is something that I haven't done in a long time. I've actually washed most of my GSC doll's hair, but I don't think I'm gonna wash hers, and we'll see how that works out in the upcoming months. I wanted to share a little bit about the designer of the outfit from Momoiro No Hime. The designer is Chimachoco, and actually it is a mother-daughter team that comes up with this design, and it's Yumiko Tsukiyama and Ikuyo Ishihara, and they are the mother-daughter duo behind Chimachoco. And this is one of their books that they put out that teaches you how to make a kimono and yukata. I think there's also a hakama outfit in here as well. And I've actually made a couple kimonos using the patterns that are in here. There's also in the back, there is examples of how to do hair and some accessories that go with a kimono, including how to make fun and cute obi that goes around the waist. Oh, and also there's patterns on making hair decorations. So I highly recommend this book. I've had it for maybe about 4 or 5 years, and it's all in Japanese, but it does have the full patterns inside to be able to make these outfits. And so I'm so happy that they, Junko Wong and CWC, collaborated with them to make this special anniversary girl. I'm going to show you some of the kimonos that I have already made. This is one of the first ones that I made. It has a cherry print and this light polka dot obi with some other decorations. It has this bow at the back. It's a little bit tight and a little bit small, and I actually don't think I used Chimachoco's pattern. This is a different pattern that I'm probably found on Etsy, and I think this part's a little bit short. It should go down a little bit further, but that's pretty good for a first one. Let me show you my mushroom one. So here's another one that I've made, and this one actually used the Chimachoco pattern from the book. And here's the collar part. I don't have mine sewn in there because maybe I could use it for a different one, but it does have the ties, just like Momoiro no Hime's, and they help you secure it. And then this is the obi. It's kind of a silvery velvet with a little pink pom-pom mushroom. And so this will pin in the back, and I'm using a safety pin to close it. So there's that. And the one special part is that I have this little mushroom hat that goes on top. It just kind of rests on top of the Blythe doll's head. It looks really cute if they're wearing their hair in a bun. So that's the little mushroom hat that goes with this particular kimono. I also have kind of like a matching colorway of a very plain one. Here's like this is another kind of kimono that's very plain. I don't know where the obi is for this one, but you can see here it's lined. You can see my basting stitches there. But not fancy, no ruffles or anything, just a very plain one. And I'll share some pictures of my dolls wearing these kimono. I've also been working on some prototypes for geta slippers for Blythe. These ones are a little bit too big and a little bit blocky, but I really would like some that would fit her nicely. It's kind of hard to find geta slippers unless you have a doll that comes with them. Some examples might be Strawberry Millful by Momo Mochi, also Margaret Meets Ladybug, and Sea Sailor Sea. Maybe B2 Holic also has these type of slippers, but it would be really great if they came out with some that you could buy separately, but I haven't seen any shoes made by CWC in a while. So I'm just going to keep working on these, and I will let you know when I get some that fit nicely. Also, if you didn't know, I am a cookbook author who does recipes that are plant-based, and this was my cookbook that came out this spring, and I actually have a recipe for Momo Mochi. Again, Momo is the word for peach in Japanese, and peaches there are usually white, and they have a pink tinge, and that's why Momoiro means peach color, but it doesn't mean peach like we might think in North America or Western countries. It means the color pink. And so if you would be interested in learning how to make Momo Mochi, you can find this recipe in my latest cookbook called Plant-Based Specific. It features recipes from Japan, Hawaii, and the Philippines. And that is what the cover looks like. I've decided to name my Momoiro No Hime Miki, which means peach princess if you use the right kanji. And so I think that's going to be a really great name for her. It's short and simple and goes with her overall mood. I'd love to hear what you name your Momoiro no Hime, and let me know in the comments if you liked this video, share with a friend, and take a look at some of the other ones that I have posted on this channel. So here are my girls dressed in their kimono. So my latest one, Momoiro no Hime, that I named Miki. And this is Lounging Lovely, wearing one that I've made. Her name is Luli. And this is Suri Sustainable, and her name is Sylvie. She's wearing a mushroom one that I've made also. So here are all three of the girls. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the end of this video. And if you have Momoiro no Hime, I'd love to know more about what you love about her, or if you've made any kimonos or have chimachocos book about making them, let me know as well. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.